What's going on, guys? My name is John. This is Uber Adventures and welcome to my channel. Today we're looking at the SPORTTREK Touring Edition by Venture RV. This is the 302 VRB. I know it's been a long time since I posted a video. I want to apologize for that, but from here on out we're going to be putting out a lot more videos. So if you actually enjoy these videos, please hit the subscribe button, the bell notification, like, and if you have questions, don't hesitate to drop down comments. Also, I am a salesperson, so if you are interested in buying an RV from me, I will put the number down here. You can always give me a call or email me directly. So let's go ahead and jump into this. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start from the front to the back and work our way all the way around the RV. And I'm just going to point out some basic stuff. If you want to know all the facts, all the statistics about it, that will be at the end of the video. So stick around and we'll go through all that together. I will tell you right now, the length of this RV with the hitch is 33.25 feet. So it's fairly long, but it's still pretty awesome. It is a dual slide. It's all on the driver's side. So let's go ahead and jump on into it, all right? All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start on the front of the RV. This one has a front window, which is absolutely amazing. And I'll be able to show you a little bit more from the inside. You can actually see the light on the inside of the RV where you're it's not translucent, it's tinted enough. Nobody would truly be able to see you, especially at night. You couldn't see anything. But right up the top, it does show the SPORTTREK Touring Edition, because when you're camping, you gotta camp in style, and they know it's touring. You go buy a Honda, it's gonna have touring. It means it's the top of the line. So it's pretty awesome. Then you also have the really cool Venture logo up there. Working our way down, we have two propane tanks along with your hitch jack, and then your ball, where the ball goes, whatever you want to call it. So going off to the passenger side, you do have, it is magnetic. All of these are going to be magnetic, so you don't have to have the little thing that latches on. And then going down, you have a fairly huge, or fairly big, I would say, pass-through storage in here. And then they do have your spinners for your to remove your wheels, and then I guess just in case like one of the slides doesn't open up, you can manually do it with this tool. So that's very convenient. You do also have lighting in here. Now passing over here, we do have our stabilizers, so you can extend it electrically. Now it is auto stabilizing through Bluetooth. I don't fully understand how it works yet, but if you need to know more information, I'll be more than happy to gather that for you. Coming on down, we'll go ahead and take a look at the top. One of my favorite things that I see on this RV that really stands out, knowing that it's kind of got a luxury feel to it, is it's got the frameless windows all the way around, except for like on the door and stuff like that. But I've always loved frameless windows because it just looks luxury to me. And then going over, you do have a fairly large, almost the entire length of the RV awning, and then it is also lit. Two speakers for the outside, and they are also lit, and they're blue, which is kind of cool too. Coming down, you have your door obviously, and then you have sturdy steps, or step above, so at least they're super strong. You don't have to worry about falling or having to take that first huge step that some RVs have. And then we're going to come on over here. We have a dog leash, or is this just a drink? So that's a drink opener, but I think you could also put your dog leash in there so your pet wouldn't run away. Coming up, it does say that it's Azdel. So Azdel is a non-organic piece that goes between the outside panel and the inside panel that doesn't swell up from water, it doesn't mold, it doesn't mildew, it doesn't do any of that stuff. So it actually keeps your interior safe from the elements outside. You have your 6-gallon hot water heater. You have your heat vents for anything that has to do with hot heat. It'll vent out here. And you do actually have a backing plate on the side of your RV because you have cable and you also have a place to plug. So that's super cool. I absolutely love that. Coming on down, you have this fairly large door, and if you open up the door, it takes you inside. to a indoor kitchen. Now what's really cool, one thing that I noticed when I came in here to kind of look at it, this is actually a quick fitting, and you can take that off if you don't want it attached all the time. And then you can also, and I'm doing this with one hand here, and it's already on and it's fully articulating. So I thought that was really cool. And not, especially on this trim level of RVs, they usually don't actually have sinks in them. They usually just have the fridge, and then you have just a space to like kind of prep with. But this does have a fridge. It's, you know, it's the beer size fridge. It does what it needs to do. And then down here you have a little pull handle, and then this will flip over and it's a griddle, which I like the griddle better than the flat top, the regular burner style, because it's less poppy, like food doesn't fling everywhere. So that's super convenient, and it does run off of your propane up front, so that's always convenient. And then coming further back, we have the rear stabilizers. Again, it's all electric, so saves a lot of headaches. All right, taking a look at the back. As you can see on the very top, you have your lights, but then right below it, it is pre-wired for a backup camera, which is great, especially if you're a novice like me about kind of backing up trailers and everything. But don't forget to keep an eye on your side view mirrors. Then you also have the SPORTTREK Touring Edition by Venture RV logo again. And then coming down, you have your tail lights, which are all LED, so that's convenient. That means you're gonna have to replace them a lot less than if they were the traditional incandescent light bulbs. And then coming on down, it does have a tow hitch. Now, this tow hitch is only good for 250 pounds. So I wouldn't put too much. You could put a bike rack, or you could put one of those little, a generator or something like that. This is a 50 amp RV, so you'll definitely need a fairly strong generator if you're trying to power the whole entire thing. And then one thing I do notice down here is there is some kind of lighting as well underneath the RV, which is kind of cool. And it's blue, so it matches the front cap. On the driver's side of it, I mean, you know, because you drive our trailers, you have your double slides, and you're gonna find out why I love that front slide. It really changes a lot of things on really any RV, but usually that slide is only found in fifth wheels or motorhomes. So let's go ahead and take a look down here. You do have both of your tank releases. You have your black tank and your gray tank down here. You can see the handles up top, and then down below you also have the hose, which I appreciate that there's only one, so you just have to get down here and do it one time. You don't have to go down here and then move over to the other side of the RV to try to do another one. It's all found right here. Moving up from here, you have your flush, the tank flush, so you hook up your hose to that and it'll clean out the tank. So you also have your docking station on the inside. It tells you if your tank fill or you're doing the city, so you can hook up your hose here, and it will do both. It'll either be the city water or it'll be to fill your tank. So it's all found in one location and one hookup, so you don't have to find where the city fill is. And it's less ports on the side of your RV that could possibly get damaged or leak. So I really like that idea, and you just have to flip the switch. I've never flipped it. Oh yeah, that's super easy. Super convenient. And then you also have your coax cables right here for satellite and cable. So super convenient, all in one location. So coming back over here, you do also have the frameless windows. Again, you have the logo over here, and if you do forget where you're holding tanks, they're all located right here, just underneath. And it's all stickers to show you exactly where it's at. So coming on down, in between the two slides, inconveniently, is where your power cord goes. So I think they could have picked a better spot. I mean, you have, maybe not by the water in the back, but in between is kind of a pain. You can even see how we had to run the cord almost all the way to the outlet. So this is the storage where we actually found the cable, which is also really nice because it is carpeted. Fairly tall for what it is. And then of course you can even see where the hose was located. So you can definitely fit some other things in here. So yeah. And then you do have a frameless window, and if you look really hard, you can probably see the bedroom inside, but it's lit up in there and it's a little bit darker out here, so that's naturally going to happen. So I wouldn't worry about it. I'll explain when we get inside. And then of course over here we do have the other side of the pass-through. And then also all your stats, the tires, all that kind of stuff, the weight, but I'll get into that at the end of the video. So let's go ahead and go inside. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and take a look on the inside. Again, the feet on these are fully adjustable, so if one foot needs to be longer than the other, it can definitely do that. And if you're a little bit older, like my mother, she would have a hard time, but these are solid steps all the way up, and you do have a grab handle, and you can put quite a bit of weight. I've seen some kids actually hang off of them. I've also seen a kid break one, so to be fair, don't put all your weight on it. Try to use your legs at the same time. So as you can see, this is kind of modern. It's very modern. It's very neutral colors all the way around. Totally beautiful. So I'm going to start from the back and work my way to the very front. So we're going to start with the rear bathroom. So as you can tell, the VRB, probably the RB stands for rear bathroom. That's just my guess. So door opens inward. Now I'm not going to sit here and lie to you. I'm going to tell you things that I think are bad as well. And you can judge if it bothers you enough to not purchase it or not like it. And because I don't feel like everything is perfect. Nothing is perfect. I could go over the coolest car and find something imperfect. So let's go ahead and go inside. So the number one thing is the toilet, because we're not all small. Some of us are bigger than others. So being able to have space to use the toilet. Let me see if I can get a good enough angle. So I literally have all this space sitting on the toilet. I got the sink right here with a medicine cabinet. So that's super convenient. You also have plugs over here, a great sink. It is, I think it's metal. And then you got a kind of a cool black, matte black faucet. So thought that was really cool. And then see if I can get a good enough angle. You have a very large shower. Now they do sit up higher. A lot of people always question, why are the showers so tall before, like why aren't they on the floor kind of thing? This is where all the plumbing's at, and this is the access port right here. So they need to be able to get into to fix anything that if the froze during the cold weather, or if it just over time just gets damaged, they need to be able to access it to fix any of the lines. So, and then just going up, it also has the matte black shower doohickey. What do you call that? The sprayer, whatever. And then you got your handles, of course. And then it does have a kind of like where a little bit of outside ambient light can come in. I don't remember what they call those, but skylight, I guess, whatever. Then we go up. You do have a fan in here. You can just twist it open. And then I believe, yeah, so you can, instead of having to reach for a switch or something, it's literally right here, right next to your lights. So that's really cool. And then you just need to screw that in, because you don't want, if rain comes, you don't want it, let's do it the right way. Now, so the part, let me open this because I feel claustrophobic. The part that I think was missed, now let me do this first. So you have plenty of storage. It's flat up here, so you can put stuff up here if you want to put, if you're planning on camping for the long term, or if you're going to live in the RV, there's place to put here stuff here, like your towels or whatever. But if you want to hide your towels, you can always throw it in here. So you got plenty of space in here. Both sides do open up. Perfect for any toiletries that you might need to store or something like that, because I tend to buy like 2 or 3 body washes or whatever at a time, so I don't have to go back to the store and all that. So it gives plenty of space for if you want to go ahead and get a couple extra. And then coming in here, now this is the big surprise. I think this is a huge, like I fell in love with this. I think there's a missed opportunity, and I'll go over that. But you have an actual closet. You have a place to hang things, and then you have like if you're trying to get ready with dress shirts and all that, you can hang your dress shirts, and it's quite tall. And then on this side, you do have your actual like place to hang extra clothes. And this is the weird part. For whatever reason, you have a mirror in here. I don't know, I guess, but to me, you have your mirror over here, which makes more sense. It gives you a little bit more space. But I feel like this could have been more utilized for something like a washer and dryer setup. Even though I do kind of think washer and dryers are a bad idea in RVs. And if you're curious why, I don't mind going over that. And then, of course, you do have... Oh, I lied. I didn't even see this. There is a washer and dryer hookup in here. So it definitely is capable. And then you do have your power outlet. So that's super cool. So they could basically remove this out of the way, and then you could have your washer and dryer set up in here. So yeah, that's interesting. I looked through it and I didn't even see that. So okay, this makes a lot more sense to me now. So live and learn, right? Then get loves. So we're leaving here. That's my cohort. He works here too. Now, this does have a Thomas Paine couch, which is awesome. They're super comfortable. On each side, you do have a charger port for type A USB plugs. It's heated and massaging. Even though that thing looks like a Wi-Fi plug, it is the massager. And then coming to the middle, you do have a middle armrest with 2 cup holders, which is super cool. But what's even better is you have your phone charging over here, but you want your iPad in here. You have a charger there, but then the honey, the wife, the whatever is needing to charge their computer, they can plug it in right here. So it's super convenient, super hookup, and if you're a nerd like me, you would actually use it a lot. So, but this is the way to camp if you are a nerd. So, and they obviously recline. Now it doesn't turn into a bed, but I mean, somebody could easily sleep on this comfortably, but at the same time, the other benefit is there's a lot of space in the center. So if you do want to bring your kids and there's not really extra room for them to sleep, you could make a pallet in the middle of the living area. So there's plenty of living area. Now, again, I'm a nerd, so my favorite part is sitting down right here. Now you have storage up top. You have your TV in the middle, and then you have your stereo, and it does have a remote to your stereo. You do have 2 zones. You have one for the inside, and you have one for the outside, if you remember the blue speakers. And then, of course, you have my favorite part, which is your fireplace. Now, I started playing with it, and I found there's a lot of awesome features to it. So check this out. So you can change the color of the flame. I like that one, actually. I like that one too. So there's, let's see here, how many settings? 8 different options for the flame itself. And then you can adjust your heat, but I have that turned off because for whatever reason, it was 11 degrees 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. And then it's like almost 80 today. So yeah, we're not going to be doing that. And then there's another one, this one right here. So the rocks, the stones can change colors. So if you're feeling a special way, like if you're like, oh, I need green in my life. There you go. You got green in your life. And then what does this button do? I have no idea. It's not doing anything for me. Oh, maybe it makes the flame go higher? Oh, it makes it brighter. I have no idea. I can't tell what it's doing. Anyways, it's super cool, super customized. You can have the heat or you can have the ambiance. This is one of my favorite features. I have one in my place. In fact, I had one that went out in my place, and it became such a staple to my home that I had to go and get another one. And we run it year round, 365, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. And we just leave it for the ambiance because, you know, I just use the power, and these are too small to warm a house. But this will melt you inside of here. If it's cold outside and you have this thing running, you will melt because it is pretty powerful. All right, let's go ahead and look to the left over here. So you do have a drawer on the bottom. It's actually a fairly large drawer. So you could put, like, you know, if you cook with potatoes a lot, or if you cook with stuff like ingredients that take up a lot of space, you do have space for that. And what's even better is it's literally right below your refrigerator. And what's really cool about this fridge is it matches the entire kitchen area, so it doesn't look out of place. And I believe the white will age well. I've been in a lot that had like very, very dark woods, and obviously they don't age very well because, you know, we go through like dark light, but I feel like light is always going to be a good thing. It is a 12-volt fridge, so it could be, it's one like just like at your house, and they're super insulated. That's why we've kind of gone towards these, is because they work more like a home fridge as opposed to an RV fridge that doesn't have the same insulation as a house fridge. So, and then coming to the left, we have our microwave, which is a traditional microwave with a turntable. So it is not a, what are they called with the metal inside? I forget what those are called. Convection oven. And then coming down, you have your vent. And then you do have a light here as well. We'll leave that on. And then it's a 3-burner, fairly large 3-burner for that matter. And then of course my favorite feature is the lights here, because if you accidentally have a kid that bumps the gas, it does turn red, and the other ones will stay blue. So you know, oh dang, somebody hit the burner, so you don't want the gas just pouring out like that. And then of course this one operates your stove. So you flip it down, you have 2 and 1. And if you do that, I would say that's a fairly large 2-chicken oven. I wouldn't put a turkey might fit, but I would say a couple chickens. And then you have your burner starter right here. It's the igniter. So super cool, super pretty, looks amazing. Then going to the left, you do have the farm sink with the dry rack, and then the shower head is the shower head. That's what that thing's called. I forgot. The shower head's in there. Unless you're really small and live in Mexico, I'm not telling you what happened. But anyways, it is articulating, and you can wash your dishes. You also have hot and cold, and it does open up. That's how you turn it on. So it's super, super convenient. You have multiple storage areas in here. Super hard to open. And then I think this is more like a place to put like your ingredients type stuff, like your paprika and salt and pepper and all that kind of stuff. So it's super conveniently located there. So yeah, so that's your kitchen. Let's move on. There's always a place to eat, and I actually like this because it looks way classier than what I would ever put in my own RV. But I love it because I like the design and how light it, and it works with the floor so well. It matches, and then you do have the dark table, which again I think works really well, and then the dark seats. So not everything is too light, but you get a little bit of the darker woods. It is non-collapsible. It's not going to turn into a bed or anything like that. But it's a great place to work, color for the kids, eat, whatever you need it for, you can do it there for sure. And it is anchored down, so it's not going anywhere. And then coming around, and of course you have lights. This one hasn't been completely removed and all that kind of stuff. You do have lights going all the way across. We also have storage above the sofa. So you have more storage here. And then coming this way, you have storage up here. A little bit of storage. And then I feel like this is a good place to put any type of canned foods or anything like that, bread that you need for the kitchen. This is a great place for all that. Coming over here to the other side, this is where your control panel's at. You have all your tank size, your tank to see if it's empty or whatever, or full for your tanks. You have your main lights, porch lights, awning light 1, awning light 2, even though there's only one, cap light, your water pump, electric heater, and your propane gas heater. So if you want a little bit faster heated water and you're taking a shower, to get a few extra minutes of warm water, turn them both on and you'll get both of the, it'll heat up a little bit faster. Then over here you have your battery set up, and it does have a solar panel. I believe it's a 100-watt solar panel, so this is all controlling and monitoring the battery and everything. And you can even see a little sun, so it's telling you how, if it's getting sun and all that good stuff. So it's really cool. And it is also Bluetooth capable, so you can keep up with all that kind of stuff. So, And then going down, we're going to have to adjust this door for some reason. It's just screwed in a little bit too far this way, so it doesn't actually latch in, but that's an easy fix. You know, it just happens. And then really this is a coat rack or a knick-knack area where you need to put like clothing or shoes or whatever. This is a great place for that. And then below that you have your fuse panel, which is located away from where most kids are going to be. A lot of the times I see fuse panels located in places where kids would easily get to. So let's go ahead and take a look at what I think is really the most amazing part of this RV. We will take a look at the bedroom. So let's open up our doors. So dual sliding door, and it does have latches for transport. So super convenient, and then your door is not going to go anywhere. First thing you probably notice is my favorite feature again. You have the fireplace in the bedroom. Again, you can do just the ambiance, but you can also have the heat come out, especially if it's really cold and you're not trying to waste all your propane or whatever the case may be. This is all electric, so you're getting all the nice, beautiful heat in a different way. But with that being said, you do have a flat top that opens up to put jewelry, whatever you may need. I'm not really sure what I would put in there. Maybe, I don't even own watches, but I'm sure somebody could think of something to put in there. But yeah. And then you could always, but for me, I would probably just put a TV here, especially if I'm just like leaving it. But there is a bracket hold down for a TV if you want a bracket and swivel TV, but I kind of like the idea of putting it on top of here. You have your power, you have your cable hookup, and this is already pre-wired for Wi-Fi, so that's super convenient. But you also have storage on both sides, storage underneath. I mean, this thing is just loaded with storage. Storage, more and more storage. And then of course you have the bed. You have storage above, and then you have a place in the very center. Now, my opinion is, what I would have done is, yes, that's good for a CPAP machine or something like that, but where are you going to put your phone or your tablet or whatever if you're in bed? So I would have liked to see maybe a rack on each side where you could put your phones and they could have ran some power. So just like I say to everybody, there's always something that could have been done a little bit different, maybe better, maybe not. And then you have storage on both sides, of course. You have a king size bed. I believe it's a residential king bed, but the main reason why I love this slide right here that goes all the way around is this is the ridiculousness. You have all of this space to walk. I mean, it's, if you look, I got to spread my legs all the way out just to cover up that amount of space. Usually on travel trailers, you do not get anything like that. So that's one of my favorite features. And of course, you do have storage underneath this side of the bed. And if you have a pet, this is my favorite. Or you can read, or you can sit and just daydream or whatever. They call it the day bed or the reading bed or the nook or whatever. I call it the pet bed because I can just imagine a dog or a cat or both just relaxing right here. And then of course you have that front window again. But you know, daytime comes and you're still kind of camping, so you're wanting to sleep in. It's quite simple. You can just pull that down. Now no peeping toms can see you, and it keeps the light out. And of course that window right there will also have the same cover as well. And then you do have, I'm amazed that this one has the nooks on each side where you can hook up plugins and everything, but it's quite interesting design to do that. But I mean, I could even get comfortable right here. Or if you have a little kid, like a baby, I don't know if I would do that, but you could put like some type of support underneath here and have it come up, and then you could put your baby right here. Obviously I'd get rid of the pillows, but if you have I wouldn't say newborn, but fairly young, my kid would be happy right there. My 3-year-old would be fantastically happy. And then of course you got your AC control right here. Oh, I didn't even see there was a light right there. You have your AC control for the bedroom AC, and there is a center AC in the kitchen area, and you have storage going all the way down, and you have more places to hang your clothes. Same for on the other side. So like I said, this thing is just loaded with storage all the way around. I would say this is the perfect couples getaway coach, or possibly if y'all have pets, this would be perfect for them. Or if you have a very, very young child, that would be a perfect bed for them. They can stay right here. And if they need a nurse or need attention, it's fast and easy for the mom to get there. And there's actually plenty of room to get on the side of the bed and be able to get into the bed and lay down. So this thing has a lot of great features. I'm sure I didn't even touch on them all, but it is definitely a 9 out of 10 for me as far as RVs go. Of course, the other thing I completely forgot about, when you come in, you actually have a little bit of storage on this side as well. You also get to the plumbing, but if you need to just put some things in here, obviously I wouldn't put like kitchen stuff, but if you need to, you could put pots and pans on this side. It'd be no issue. So this, oh, and I forgot to mention, it comes with a cutting board. So if you want to use it as a cutting board, pull it off, lay it down. I think it actually fits perfectly. Let me fix this up. So it fits perfectly where the sink goes. So if you're kind of doing some chicken or something like that, you know, you might want to rinse something, or if you're just prepping or you want to just clean it, you can just put it right here and you have a place to put it. I mean, it's just super easy to move this around, and I believe it is actual bamboo. But I've learned that you don't actually want to cut on bamboo, so that's up to you. You make the decision. It's your knives, not mine. So yeah, super awesome RV. Let me know if this is something you're interested in. Again, I'll leave the number down in the description. Yeah, that's pretty much this whole RV. We'll get a view of the top and everything. It does have solar panel. It's got 2 ACs, and I'm going to give you all the stats on that after this. And if you have any questions, I can try to find the answers for you. And again, if you are looking to purchase, phone number and my email will be down below. So all right, guys. All right, so we made it to the end of the video, and like I said before, we're going to go over all the specific stats, some good information, some bad information, but I'm just going to grab all the information and go ahead and give it to you. All right, let's start from the top. We're going to go ahead and start with the dimensions. So the length of it, like I said earlier in the video, is 33.25 feet. The width of it is 8 feet. The height is 11.33 feet, and the interior height is 6.83 feet. Now let's take a look at the weight. The dry weight is 7,570 pounds, so almost every truck would be able to pull that dry. The payload capacity is 1,710 pounds, and the hitch weight is 940 pounds. So you do need to add all those together so you know if your truck can actually pull it. The holding tanks, there is one freshwater tank. It is 45 gallons. There are actually 2 gray water holding tanks in this one, and it is 64 gallons. And there is one black water tank, which is 32 gallons. There are 2 propane tanks, and they have a total capacity of 60 pounds combined. The construction is aluminum frame with fiberglass. There are 2 slide outs, one for the bedroom and one for the living room, as we saw in the video. There is one awning. It is huge. It is 20 feet. It is powered and it is lit. The toilet is porcelain. It is not plastic. And of course, the rear hitch, again, is 250 pounds capable, not meant to pull a vehicle, so simple things. Otherwise, you might find yourself in trouble. The air conditioning is 15,000 BTUs. The heater is 30,000 BTUs. The hot water heater is 6 gallons. I believe I actually went over that in the video, but just in case we missed it, it is 6 gallons, and it is electrical and propane. And like I said, you can turn on both to heat up a couple extra gallons while you're in the shower. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I'm going to refine these videos as we go. I'm still learning, obviously. But we're getting the dealership all finished up. Somebody's putting in our new sign. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you want to see my future videos, hit the subscribe button and the bell notification. And guys, again, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all want to leave any feedback or have any questions, don't hesitate. Put it down in the comments and I'll try and respond. Y'all have a good one, guys. Bye.